Oh my god, it's about to go, it's about to go. Woo! See, that over there is one of the reasons again that I love the American Disney park so much. Now those of you, a bit too much. This is what I'm talking about. It's literally just me. This is crazy. Can you see the giraffes over there? Oh my god. I need to get out of here and have a closer look at them. Okay, so I do apologize for the noise. They are doing some works around here, as you can see. So that's a noise even below me. But let's focus on the giraffes over there. Oh my god. They're literally outside my door. Like, I can point to them. That's amazing. Oh, they're walking. They're walking. This is... I did not expect to wake up with this outside my front door today on the 23rd of March 2023. This is phenomenal. Can you see the giraffe over there? I think there are some ostriches over there as well. I don't look great at the moment, sorry, I did only really just wake up, but I'm feeling so incredibly lucky at the moment because, especially as I said in the previous vlog, I never paid for a Savannah view, like I just paid for a standard room and somehow I've been upgraded. This is everything I ever wanted from a Walt Disney World resort and I'm getting it. Oh. Right, excuse me and bear with me whilst I spend the next, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, maybe longer, just looking at these beautiful animals. It looks to be a beautiful morning as well. Not too hot yet. Of course it is going to get warmer as we get closer to the afternoon time, but look at those beautiful, stunning giraffes. Oh, leave a comment down below and let me know what your favourite animal is, because for me it's been a giraffe for a long time. If any of you watched my 2017 vlog series from Walt Disney World, the saying giraffes are coming at me started then. And I don't know, I just was so excited about eating at Juco, which I thought was enough. Oh my god, what's that ostrich doing over there? Is one of them just enjoying life sleeping? I don't know, but I have never in my life woken up to this site, and it's going to be a long time since I get to do this again, so I really have to make the most of the next 10 nights or mornings, especially when I wake up, because this is a once in a lifetime thing for me. And I'm so happy that I get to experience it at the moment. All the work just stopped, I think. Hopefully you can hear me a bit better. I do apologise for that. I just had to get the camera out as soon as I realised there were giraffes there. So the noise, I do apologise again. But yeah, I think it's something like 7:45 a.m. or something. I woke up a half an hour ago, spent some time in bed, and then I just realised, oh, I remembered suddenly. I was like, oh Sam, you're in Animal Kingdom Lodge. Go and check outside your window, because obviously I had the blinds closed for the night. Pulled out the curtains and I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. And they are still there. I want to go to Magic Kingdom, and I will, because I've got a park reservation for Magic Kingdom today, and I want to try and get there as early as possible. It opens up at 9 a.m, but I think I get extra magic time or early magic entry from 8:30 a.m. It's very unlikely I'm going to make it now to 8:30 because it is close to 8 a.m. and I'm still here at Animal Kingdom Lodge. I need to get ready, but it's okay. I'm gonna aim to get there just after 9 hopefully, so yeah, just after rope drop. Again, beautiful giraffes and ostriches there. I'm interested to see who I'm gonna see, which animals I'm gonna see in the next few days. Is it gonna be the same animals, because it's just the savannah and they can wander around whatever they want to. Yeah, I'm gonna go and get ready and changed and sort out my hair and everything. You're seeing me at my worst, but you're seeing the giraffes at their best. Well, it's a couple of hours later now. It's actually about 10:45 a.m. I couldn't resist. I had to spend my morning enjoying the animals, and there were so many animals coming, so I literally spent about, I want to say 45 minutes on the balcony, and every time I would come inside to start getting ready, I would see an animal and I had to go back out. Look, like I said, this is my dream at Disney Resort for a long time, and I have to make the most of it. So we are finally leaving. If you want to see more of, you know, the Animal Kingdom Lodge and how I got to my room, make sure you've watched my day 1 vlog, my travel day vlog, which was uploaded a few days ago, I would imagine. But yeah, my hair is very frizzy. I think it's just Florida air, who knows. And my face is currently probably quite shiny, and that's because of sunscreen, obviously. I actually nearly forgot to put sunscreen on. Oh my god, did I just see someone? You just, I guess, distracted. There's so many little windows in Animal Kingdom Lodge on your way out, and you can see animals from them. But yeah, I nearly forgot to put sun cream on because I'm so not used to just the heat, and then suddenly I remembered, and so I might have put a little bit too much. I also obviously have it in my bag here to reapply every few hours. Speaking of a bag, I actually got this bag from Walt Disney World, I want to say about 4 or 5 years ago, and I believe it might be my first time using it. And whilst we're on the topic of bags and outfits of the day, I'm not really much of an outfit person, but in case you're wondering what I'm wearing, you can hopefully see here, I'm just wearing some sandals on my feet, some leggings that I got from Gap about 5 or 6 years ago, and I still wear them. They've done wonders for me. And then of course I've got this bag from Walt Disney World, and then my t-shirt is this Cake-worthy Rapunzel one that I got a few years ago. I'm a big fan of Cake-worthy all over printed t-shirts. I also have an affiliate link for you if you want to use them. You can get about 10% off. The link will be down below in my description. And then I'm wearing these ears as well that I got from Shop Disney. Again, about 4 or 5 years ago probably. I'm not sure, but with that we are now in the Animal Kingdom Lodge lobby, which is just gorgeous. And I actually do not know where I need to go to get the bus, so I would imagine it's just going to be at the front of the resort, but I'll go check, and then hopefully we should be off to Magic Kingdom very soon. So I've just come out of the main entrance of Animal Kingdom Lodge. I asked a lovely cast member and she directed me this way. Apparently it's bus stop number 4 and it shouldn't be too far out, so hopefully we'll get there soon. And there you go, that only took about maybe a minute or 2 minutes at a push. This first bus I believe is actually going into Animal Kingdom, which we're not going into today. The next one, there's one over there as well. That looks to be Epcot, so we're going to have to find out how long we have to wait for Magic Kingdom. And there you go, you've got this board here that gives you the times. The next Magic Kingdom bus looks to be at 11:05 a.m. So in just about 7 minutes or so, you can see the time up there as well. It's 10:58 at the moment, so not long of a wait. And I think that might be it. It is 11:05 at the moment. I'm just waiting for the there you go, the Magic Kingdom confirmation is there. Magic awaits. How exciting.
Welcome to the Magic Kingdom. Return service to your resort hotel is available at this station. As you approach the entrance, please keep your party together. Thanks for riding with us, and have a wonderful time here at the Magic Kingdom.
We are here, off the bus, and I've already had a little bit of a moment. It just feels so magical and so special, and something that again for quite a while seemed quite out of reach for me for the past 3-4 years now, since the last time I was here, and especially the past year and a bit. A lot of things in my personal life have been a struggle, unfortunately, and so obviously I've prioritized them. And to be able to come back here at the Magic Kingdom, we've still got a bit of a walk to go inside the actual park, but it felt like an honor even just being on that bus, you know. I need to stop being so cheesy. The weather's nice as well. I think like I said, later on it's meant to get to about 32-33 degrees Celsius, which is hot for me, but at least it's bearable for the time being. And yeah, I'm seeing all the 50th anniversary posters still. Only about a week or so left of it, so I'm kind of glad that I get to catch it just before it goes away. And I actually will get to see Happily Ever After come back as well, which I'm so excited about, because it just happens to fall in the 14 weeks, I wish, 14 days that I'm here. So there you go, that's the entrance. I don't have a magic band because I don't do those anymore, so I'm actually hoping to buy myself a magic band today, hopefully at the Magic Kingdom. So I've got this card instead, does the same thing, it's just no magic band. And I've just noticed they've got these new things, so they're not doing manual bag checks anymore. My friend Eddie did tell me about this. That's amazing. You just go through them, a little bit like Universal, a little bit like Disneyland Paris, but even better apparently, because you don't even have to like put your bags into a scanner, you just walk through them. Hopefully I'll be okay. I've literally only got this bag, but I do have a couple of batteries in there, so we'll see if it scans or like beeps me or not. Well, I just went through those little gateway things, the security, and it was not a problem whatsoever, even with my 4 extra batteries in my bag. Obviously I was holding you as well. I've got this camera in my hand. Absolutely nothing. They could tell exactly, you know what I had, I guess, in my bag. Very, very cool the way it works. But here we are now at the actual entrance of the Magic Kingdom. This is, oh my God. And we've got the monorail going there behind me. I never got to come to Walt Disney World as a child. My parents just couldn't afford it. It was too far away, too much money. And so Disneyland Paris has been my home park for all my life, really, and it still is. And I love Disneyland Paris. But Walt Disney World, the first time I got to come in June of 2015, I do have vlogs of that. I came with 4 of my friends, and one of my friends had actually been here before, so Rebecca, it was her second time coming. So she kind of planned most of it for us. She did an amazing job, by the way. Rebecca, if you watch this, you made my first trip to Walt Disney World so magical 8 years ago at this point. And I remember in June of 2015 when I first came here, having only been to Disneyland Paris as a child, I just couldn't believe it. Just the grandeur of it, how huge it is compared to Disneyland Paris. And obviously to this day, it's still the biggest Disney resort in all the world. I mean, Disneyland California I've been to Shanghai, I've been to Hong Kong, but none of them compare to Disney World in terms of their size. Walt Disney World is the biggest, it's the only world. All the other ones are just Disneylands. So yeah, I'm kind of getting that overwhelming feeling again, just the sheer magic of it, the sheer excitement of just seeing this and seeing how big everything is, and just being so excited and hopeful for the future. And hopefully we're going to have an amazing day today. Let's head in. I just scanned my card and my finger. They still do fingerprint scanning here at Magic Kingdom. But look at this, the world's most magical celebration. 50 on top with the logo. You've got the train station as well, which I believe the railroad has started running again only recently. You can see people taking photos here. I'm not really seeing a photo pass person though, but I do have photo pass included in my package, and I've actually spotted one person doing it, so I might as well do it. There doesn't seem to be that much of a queue, and it's my first time back in so long. So let's get a photo with the iconic railway of Magic Kingdom. Well, photos were taken by a lovely cast member. I mean, everyone's been so amazing so far on my trip already, and it's only day 2, my first full official day here. You can see all the American flags here. I'm also hearing the Dapper Dans, so I think, oh, there they are. Let's go check them out. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. Even when you're old, you're as welcome as can be. NYC, everywhere there's polar bear. Come along and sing the song of joyful tambourine. Well, that was cute. What a cute start to my Magic Kingdom day, having the Dapper Dance. That's one thing I wish that we had at Disneyland Paris, just like more entertainment around the parks. That would be amazing. And I've already spotted my first statue. They've got apparently 50 statues to celebrate the 50th anniversary, or it might be 50 characters. I'm not quite sure. But one of them is Lady and the Tramp, and I've just seen it there. Also, I've already had a glimpse at the castle, and it does look pretty cool. We're going to obviously talk about it later when we get closer to it. But for now, I'm loving life. And with that, the time has come to officially walk down Main Street, USA, here in Orlando, Florida, at the Magic Kingdom. I love it. I love the castle. It's so huge, and the colors are so different as well. Obviously, it used to be very much white, and they did paint it over for the 50th anniversary. Now it's got more of a pink hue to it. It's still not quite as pink as the one in Disneyland Paris, because that's, I think, what a lot of people were upset about. It was kind of, people want this to be iconic, and this one's obviously mainly always been white. And I also didn't want it to become like the Disneyland Paris one, because again, I like to differentiate between the castles, and this one does look very magical now. I love the 50th layover. It's cute, and I'm seeing it. Oh, there's a marching band coming through. How exciting. Over there is one of the reasons again that I love the American Disney park so much, because there's always something going on. There's always live entertainment going on somewhere, especially on Main Street, USA, which I think needs it. I mean, again, I love Disneyland Paris. You know how much I love Disneyland Paris. I've made millions of videos about how much I love it. But I think it could do with some live entertainment on Main Street at least. Anyway, there are people waiting on both sides of the pavement. I'm not sure what for. I'm guessing the parade perhaps, even though I feel like there's still a few hours left for that, but I haven't actually checked properly on the app yet. I will do soon. I wanted to mainly take a chill the first few hours of my day at least, and just take it all in. Look at that castle though, look at that castle. I have also purchased Disney's Genie Plus for the day, which is the kind of paid fast pass system that was installed for Disney World in 2021, I want to say. Might have been the start of it, with the start of the 50th anniversary celebrations. And it was $25 for the day for Magic Kingdom. It's not only for Magic Kingdom, but obviously I'm planning to spend most of my day here. $25, it can vary, sometimes it's cheaper, sometimes it can be even more expensive. I thought it would be worth it though, because Magic Kingdom has so many attractions, and it is kind of a busy time to be here. You know, spring breaks, so a lot of people are here for Easter holidays and spring breaks, etc. And when I looked at the lines at Magic Kingdom yesterday and the day before, it looked like it would be something that could hopefully help me. And another thing that I actually purchased was, this one I can't believe I managed to do it. But I got myself a lightning lane, which that was about $12 if I'm not mistaken, $11 or $12 for Tron, which is the new attraction at Walt Disney World's Tomorrowland. And yeah, it's not even actually officially open yet. I believe it's meant to be opening on the 4th of April officially, but they're doing some soft openings, and it just came up as a thing on the app this morning, and I was like, why not? So I paid for it. So I have already spent, what, 25 plus 12, about $37 extra on top of the cost of my holiday for this day alone. I think it should be worth it anyway. Look at that castle, look at this shop. So yeah, I'll let you know how I find Genie Plus. I did use Genie Plus when I was in Disneyland California last year as well, and I found it quite useful actually in California, but that was only 5 days. This is 14 days, so I didn't buy it, in California I had it included in my package for the whole 5 days that I was there. With here, I don't have it included in my package. I don't think you can even do that anymore. It's just a thing that you can purchase every day if you want to, and I'm definitely not going to be buying it every single day. But like I said, I thought I'd do it for today, and I've already actually got a reservation for the Jungle Cruise at 4 p.m. with Genie Plus. I decided to go for that because it looks very popular. Like, it's 60 minutes queue every single time I would check. Even though I'm not even the biggest fan of that attraction, it's an attraction that I know that if I don't get a Genie Plus for, I'm just never going to wait in line for it because I don't love it that much, but at the same time I kind of want to do it because we don't have it in Disneyland Paris. Does that make sense? That was my reasoning anyway, but at the moment I think I just need something cold. The Starbucks on Main Street, extremely busy. Not going to be wasting time on that. I just need to find somewhere. I've got water in my bag, but I want something cold before I start my day, and I'm not even sure where I want to go yet. Let's have a look at the app. Okay, so looking at the wait times, everything seems to be quite long. I think the shortest wait time I've spotted is like 30 minutes. The 15 ones are for shows like PhilharMagic, so I don't really count them. Half an hour is the shortest. Most things seem to be 65, 75 minutes wait. I'm standing by the castle over here, and I think what's happening is at the Festival of the Fantasy, actually, the main parade is what's happening soon. I debated just waiting on Main Street and watching that, but I think I'd rather just watch that later because it's about to start in about 5 minutes time. As you saw, most people have already taken their spots, and I'd rather actually plan for it a bit better, and I don't know, I'd rather actually go and do a few bits and bobs hopefully. So I'm heading to Adventureland. Adventureland, weirdly, is the first land on your left when you come to Magic Kingdom, unlike in Disneyland Paris where they've got Frontierland on their left first and then Adventureland. This one's Adventureland first, then Frontierland. But everything else is more or less the same. So I've just walked into Adventureland. You can see Aladdin's carpet ride just over there, but I saw this sign that I wanted to show you as well. It says Tron Lightcycle. Virtual queue is closed, opens at 1 p.m. for the next virtual queue, and then now the group that they're boarding is currently between 51 and 61, so that's something that I thought might interest you in case you're coming in the next few months. I think that's how they're going to be operating Tron. You have to either pay for it for a lightning lane or join a virtual queue. Okay, my visit to Adventureland was short-lived because I had a look on the app and every attraction has very, very long waits. Even the Aladdin carpet ride had a 50-minute wait. I'm not waiting for that ride, and everything else like Pirates had over an hour's wait time. So I had a look on Genie Plus, and I'm obviously still navigating my way through it. It's my first time using it here in Walt Disney World today, but with Genie Plus, which is a paid fastpass system, what you can do is with the $25 that I purchased today, every 2 hours I believe you're allowed to book another one. So I did my first one for Tron, which was at 7 a.m. is basically because I'm a Disney Resort hotel guest. I was able to start at 7 a.m. like do my first choice for my first Genie Plus. I did that, and then it told me that I wasn't able to do any other ones until 10:30 a.m. So 3.5 hours later, but I think that's because they counted from 8:30. So because normal people, for normal guests, 8:30 is when they can actually reserve their first lightning lanes. It's all very confusing, and there's so many videos online about it, so maybe watch those and not mine, but I'm just trying to explain to you how I'm doing it and what's been my experience so far. So at 10:30 I booked another one, which is for the Jungle Cruise. Now the Jungle Cruise one isn't actually until about 4:30 p.m, but the cool thing is that, again, because I did that at 10:30, 2 hours later at 12:30, which was literally about 5 minutes ago, I was able to do and book another lightning lane on the Genie Plus app. So I did it for the Meet Tiana situation. I tried to do it for Pirates, and Pirates kept coming up for 1:15, so I thought, yeah, I could do that. I could wait, half an hour until, because it's currently about 12:40. If it's for 1:15, I can, by the time I get to Pirates, hopefully I'll be able to go on the ride. But every single time when I'd press on it, it would suddenly change to 2:30 p.m. So even though on the app it's showing as 1:15 for Pirates, it then confirms it as 2:30, between 2:30 and 3:30. Now I can't book it that time because I'm doing Tron. So it's definitely worth checking, you know, if you see a number, if you see a time on the app and you book it, before you confirm it, just double check, because sometimes it changes. It could be because by the time people are actually booking it and confirming it, there's no availability left. I don't really know. So in the end, I decided we need to go to Fantasyland instead. I am very, very hot, as you can probably tell. That's why the hairs had to come up. I haven't had my hair up like this in a long time. But there was no other choice, and it's fine because I'm in Disney World, I'm in Magic Kingdom, having an amazing time, and we're gonna have to just deal with the weather. Before I head over to Fantasyland though, I wanted to show you this spring rolls cart, a very small cart right next to the entrance of Adventureland. These are very, very popular, and if you want to buy these, I would suggest coming here early. So definitely not later in the evening, they might have run out of them, but they're very popular snacks, and I literally just tried them. You can see a photo of them right now. If you want to see more in detail exactly what I thought of them, there'll be a full video coming up about all the snacks that I'm going to be trying on Walt Disney World, so make sure you subscribe for that.
Donald Duck, what have you done? I'm sorry. You ruined everything. I know these boys. They seem a bit rough around the edges, but they're not so bad.
He's malicious, mean, and scary. His sneer could curdle dairy.
I got a dream. Our differences are really that extreme.
Well, I'm walking towards Fantasyland now. I did stop for about 5 minutes or so to watch a little bit of the Friendship Fair by the castle. The show hasn't changed much as far as I'm aware since I last saw it. I think it's just Mickey and Minnie might have different costumes for the 50th, but it's very cute. I got to watch some of Rapunzel's bit, which works well because I'm wearing a Rapunzel t-shirt. That was cute. But yeah, I've got half an hour still to wait until my Genie Plus time for Meet Tiana. So I'm kind of in between Fantasyland and Tomorrowland because I need to go to Tomorrowland straight after. Trying to figure out what to do really in the next half hour. I think I'm just going to wander around and take it all in again because, like I said, most rides tend to have really long queues, and because I've already got a couple of Genie Pluses stacked, I need to make sure I get to them and don't miss out on them, if that makes sense. There's Tomorrowland Speedway going on here. I've grown to really enjoy Autopia, both in Disneyland Paris and in Disneyland California, although I don't think I've ever been on the one here, Tomorrowland Speedway at the Magic Kingdom. So let me know in the comments down below, is it very different to the one in Paris, or is it kind of the same idea? Fantasyland here seems to be very, very busy because it's quite narrow as well. I don't particularly enjoy walking here. However, I wanted to show you the ground because the first time I've noticed them. The details on the floor, very cool. These little colourful stones they've got going on. Again, let me know if you've seen these before because I like noticing new things every time I come here. So this is where I need to come for Meet Tiana and Rapunzel, which would be really, really fun. But the current time, hopefully as you can see, is only 10 minutes past 1. There's a clock up there as well that says the exact same thing. My Genie Plus is done until 1:40, so 1:40 is the earliest I can redeem it. So I've still got about half an hour. I'm going to go and see if I can maybe potentially fit in PhilharMagic, because I love PhilharMagic. I love it in Disneyland Paris, I love it here. But I do think, because I think the original one must have been here. Let me know if I'm wrong, or it might have started in California, as most things do. But with Disneyland Paris, they kind of brought it over not so long ago in 2017, and the theatre that it's in Paris is not designed to be for PhilharMagic, whereas here, oh my god, oh Lord have mercy, I was wondering what this queue is for. It's for the Sword in the Stone. I thought it was a full-on attraction. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is an attraction I suppose, but people are actually queuing up to get their photos and try to get it out, which is just... Sure, okay. And then we've got the beautiful castle from the back here. Very similar idea to Disneyland Paris. I am taken aback by people are laughing at me as well because I think everyone realised how shocked I was about the Sword in the Stone scenario. Oh, maybe I see. I just spotted a photo pass person next to the Sword in the Stone. He's not actually taking photos of people, but he is there. Maybe that's why people are queuing. Who knows? Anyway, here we've got it. Mickey's PhilharMagic, a concert with character. I fell in love with this attraction the first time I came to Walt Disney World in 2015. That was the first time I got to experience it. I think I might have gone to experience it at least 4 or 5 times on that one trip. Partly because I love the attraction and partly because AC, right? And it was very hot on my first trip. We came in June late June, I think it might have been as well. So it was so hot. I would never come here again in June, ever. I would absolutely. I just avoid summertime. Summer months, June, July, August, even beginning of September, I feel like is a no-go. At least personally for me, I don't like the heat when it's that hot. Another cool thing about PhilharMagic is that it normally doesn't have a queue because it's an attraction that keeps playing. I want to say every 15-20 minutes or so they have a new playing. Oh, look at that. Very cute. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like the theatre here in Magic Kingdom was designed for this attraction. So even the waiting area has all these cute elements. They've kind of tried to do the same for the one in Paris in Discoveryland, but it's just not the same. Look at that. Ariel's choral group, that poster on the back. Hades, Torch Songs, An Evening with VZ. Genie, just not Genie Plus. And I think I'm basically first in line, so for the next showing, we should probably be the first ones. They're playing the Little Mermaid song, a little kind of version of it, instrumental. It's beautiful, it is. I love The Little Mermaid as a film. Not the biggest fan of Ariel and her choices in life, but I do enjoy the film. Wow, it's nice to be indoors. Just picked myself up one of the glasses. They're exactly the same ones as the ones in Paris. Cute and yellow. Got the PhilharMagic sign here, and then behind those doors is going to be the auditorium. There you go, we are heading into the auditorium. Again, quite a big auditorium. I think the one in Discoveryland in Disneyland Paris is probably a little bit bigger, but really there is no bad seat in the house, so I'm just going to head in here. I can't wait for it. You can hear Goofy's voice as well. I love it.
Being the stage manager sure is fun.
Okay, so I'm not going to actually film the show because it's a 3D experience. As you can see, I'm wearing 3D glasses, and I don't want to be disrespectful. Goofy's shouting at the moment. But yeah, I'll speak to you after the show. But this is my view. I'm literally on the very, very side because they do ask guests to go to the very side so that everyone can come. So they can pack as many people as possible. But honestly, despite being here, it's still a good view. So I'll speak to you afterwards.
I sure hope you like the show, everybody.
That was so fun. I love this show so much. I love that we have it in Paris, but it's definitely better here because the theatre here, as I said, I think was designed for the attraction, and so it's a bit more immersive here. You get the smells here, you get water. In Paris, that theatre used to host Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, which is an attraction that I loved as a child. And so they can do some bits and bobs to make it 4D. Thank you, bye-bye. But not nearly as much as they can here. Let me take these off before I forget. But yeah, really enjoy that, and it's perfect timing because it is now 1:35, and in 5 minutes time I can go and meet Tiana. You can tell it's a busy day when this attraction has a 50-minute wait, so it's 50 minutes standby to meet Cinderella and Elena, who I don't really know much of. And then 45-minute wait time, as you can see here, 45 minutes for Tiana and Rapunzel. Thankfully we do have a lightning lane, so I'm gonna head in. There you go, we're going through the lightning lane for Tiana and Rapunzel. I've got my card here. I do need to get a magic band at some point. Hello. Thank you very much, thank you. Thank you. Lord have mercy, I'm excited. I love how royal it feels in here. It's not quite the Princess Pavilion like in Paris, but it's still royal, like look at that. And yeah, it's a lot quicker. It's definitely a lot shorter of a wait time than it is for the pavilion in Paris. But here you go, it says wait here for assistance. I imagine I shouldn't be waiting for too long. I'm a little bit nervous, I'm not sure why. Tiana and Rapunzel, I'm wearing Rapunzel's t-shirt, so Lord have mercy. Let's go meet them.
Hi there.
Hello, Rapunzel. How are you? Thank you very much.
I'm having the best day ever.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I thought you'd enjoy it. Well, those of you, a bit too much.
Interesting. So there's a very special story that goes with that special dress I made for Patrick.
Oh, okay.
He loved the dress that I made so much. What is it that I should make him one too as a surprise?
Amazing.
So I was sewing it at night because, well, we lived in the same tower.
Yeah.
He was with me all the time. There was no other time for me to sew.
Okay.
And I accidentally sewed the armholes a little too small. That's why his arms get stuck out sideways and he looks really grumpy because, well, I think it would make anything really grumpy if they couldn't put their arms.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you for telling me the story.
Okay. I might have to make him a different dress.
Yeah,
maybe. If I make a few other designs, I'll make him.
And maybe he won't be quite as grumpy then as well.
I think so. I think he'll be a lot happier if he has full range of motion.
Of course. Can we get some photos, please? Thank you.
Ready to say cheese. Wonderful.
Thank you very much, Rapunzel. Lovely to meet you.
Have the best day ever, and just make sure that when you sew your next dress, the armholes are the correct size.
Of course, I will do. I will do.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Well,
Hi, Tiana. Nice to see you.
Hi, Swell. Nice to see you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Lily pads, who would have thought?
I know, right?
I know.
The details on it are actually gorgeous.
It is beautiful, I know. My magical magnolia flowers.
Obviously, yeah.
I know. And of course, like I do, Mama only did a splash up with the love as well. I know. And her tiara.
Tiana's lovely as well. Tiara for Princess Tiana.
I know. It's kind of rough, doesn't it?
It's just lovely. I mean,
yeah. This is why at Tiana's Palace we have a nice tiara here right on top of the
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, this is Tiana's Palace.
Yeah, and then, I get it.
Yes.
Very cool. Well, nice to see you, Tiana. Should we get some photos?
Alright.
We're wearing our matching dresses, huh?
Yeah,
Thank you very much, Tiana.
Nice to see you. You come on by the restaurant so
Of course, of course. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Enjoy your time in the kingdom.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye.
Well, that was nice and quick. Probably only took me about 3 minutes from joining the Lightning Lane queue, which wasn't even really there, until meeting them. Loved it. Really, really cute. Always nice to meet some princesses. One thing that I noticed though, in terms of a change since the last time I was here, is that they didn't have any photo passes or photographers at all with the princesses, whereas last time I was here and in all my previous visits, for the princesses they would always have a photo pass photographer, one for Rapunzel, one for Tiana. So at this time it was just cast members. Bless them, they were really lovely. They took my photos, very kind of them, some nice photos as well. But it is a shame. It's kind of one of those areas where it's very obvious that Disney is cutting back a little bit. Obviously, by not having a photo pass person there, they don't have to pay somebody extra to be there, which is a bit of a shame. But I still had an amazing time, and both of them, both Tiana and Rapunzel, were beautiful. Rapunzel told me her story about the dress, Pascal's dress. Tiana, I want to spend more time with Tiana. You know, my friend Eddie and I were speaking about this about a month or so ago. I asked Eddie, I was like, if you could live, like basically be housemates with a Disney character, who would you pick? And my friend Eddie immediately said Pluto. He just, you know, he loves dogs, he thinks Pluto's great, and that is a good answer, to be fair. But it made me think as well, like, who would I pick? Because a lot of my favorite Disney characters, I don't know if I'd want to live with them. And then eventually, by going through the list, I came up with Tiana, and I think Tiana would probably be the perfect housemate, because not only is she an amazing person, she's very hardworking, she's very fun, she looks beautiful, but she can also cook. So who else would you want, really? Let me know in the comments down below who you would want to live with. With that though, we are heading into Tomorrowland for our Tron adventure. The current time is just 1 minute past 2, so perfect timing. We've got a whole hour between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. to go and do our Lightning Lane for Tron. How cool is that? Look, so we've got Space Mountain here in front of us, of course the People Mover, which I'm hoping to go on later on, and then to the left of Space Mountain you can already kind of see the facade of Tron. And it's so cool because I've actually seen this facade before. I saw it in Shanghai Disneyland when I went for the grand opening in 2016. However, unfortunately, I never got to ride it there because it went down. If you've watched my Shanghai Disneyland vlog, you might have seen the story, but basically I was only there for 2 days. We didn't actually stay in Shanghai Disneyland, we stayed in Shanghai and Beijing as well as the whole China trip. But Shanghai Disneyland I only had 2 park tickets for 2 days, and the second day I managed to get a fast pass for it. Back then the fast passes were free, so I just queued up in the morning, got the fast pass, and then by the time for our fast pass came, which was around maybe 4 or 5 p.m. if I'm not mistaken, it was down. And then they told us you can come back if it starts running again, but then unfortunately throughout the whole evening it never came back on, at least as far as I was aware. So I never get to go on it, even though I was actually there for the grand opening of Shanghai Disneyland and Tron. What, 8 years ago now? 6, 7, 8 years ago? I can't do maths. In 2016 I was there, June of 2016. So now hopefully I should be able to get on it for the very first time. As far as I'm aware, it's the exact same identical ride to the one in Shanghai Disneyland. So yeah, I only had to wait 7 years to finally go on it. Now I am a little bit concerned about the ride itself because I've heard some horror stories about people, like average built people, not being able to get on it or finding it very uncomfortable because of the way it's designed. It's like motorbikes and it's a roller coaster, and that's kind of the appeal of it in some ways. Sorry, I've got a bottle of water. I just bought a bottle of water as well. So I am going to see if I can try the test seat beforehand just to be safe. But even if I am safe to go, I'm still a little bit worried about it because, as I said, I've heard people say they've been on it, and even people who've managed to actually go on it and they've been fine. A lot of people have said that it's been painful for them, like their calves just hurt, things like that. So I mean, I'll find out soon, I suppose. I think they do also have a special seat for people who might not be able to go on it with the motorbike, and I think you can actually request that as well, even if you are able to go on the motorbike. I think, I might be mistaken, but I think if we just would prefer to do it that way, you are allowed to ask the cast member. You might have to wait longer though, because they only have a limited number of those particular seats that are a bit more comfortable for guests. But I've just seen a photo pass location at the entrance of Tron over here. There's a photo pass photographer. I might get my photo with it and then hope for the best that I'm actually going to be able to ride it, but I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit worried. Of course I will keep you updated. So that's the roller coaster over there. That's the track. We are going to get there in a second, but I want to show you here as well. I've got the lightning lane 220, so I should be able to redeem that, and then the virtual queue as well. So there's 2 ways to do this attraction at the moment. I'm doing it by the lightning lane. And then some information here: for safety, you should be in good health and free from high blood pressure, heart, back or neck problems, motion sickness or other conditions that could be aggravated by this adventure, supervised children, etc. And then you have to be 48 inches at a minimum to be able to ride this. It's so funny, so many Disney rides across the globe warn you about motion sickness, and I get motion sick quite easily. And so it's one of those things where I don't actually have any health problems, but I just, for some reason, motion sickness is a problem that I have. And so I just have to be careful of myself. And normally I'm fine on most rides. The only one that I'm actually worried about motion sickness on this trip is Guardians of the Galaxy in Epcot. Because again, I've heard some mixed reviews about how people have coped who, suffer from motion sickness. But we'll give that one a go as well. Let's head into the ride. Well, I just spoke to some lovely cast members at the entrance of Tron, and they actually informed me that the ride is currently down, which I should have probably guessed because there is no roller coaster, there is no Tron cycle going through this track. They told me that they don't know how long it's going to be. They advised me to just maybe stay around at Tomorrowland, and then I should be able to get on the ride no matter what time it comes back on. I asked them if they knew if it would be back on, if they could guess could they guess that it would be back on before 3 p.m. because my lightning lane is from 2 to 3. And then one customer was like, I don't think it's going to be up by then, it might take a bit longer, but then she did say that I can come whenever. It could be even in the evening, as long as I obviously have this lightning lane still, because I haven't actually used it for Tron. It's valid for whenever it comes back on, so that's good. It just means I have to keep track on it. It's so funny though, because didn't I tell you the same thing happened in Shanghai Disneyland in 2016? I had a fast pass, I came to go on it on time and everything, and then it was down. Now I'm wondering, does the universe maybe just not want me to ride Tron? Obviously I'm joking. I mean, I am here in Walt Disney World for 14 days, so hopefully, even if it ends up being down all day today, I should get a chance to go on it eventually. But as I was speaking to cast members, I actually did also ask them about the seats and if they thought I would be able to get on it. So I literally was like, do you think I should be able to, based on my look, based on my physique, which isn't the best of physiques, do you think I should be able to go on it? And then the cast members were like, it's literally all about your calves, so your legs and how big they are. It's really not about anything else. That's the main issue. And they advised me to go and have a look at the test seat. The test seat's actually kind of into the ride, but since I've got some time, I might as well go and try it out now. So in we go. You can see the queue of people waiting here for Tron to come back on. A lovely cast member just told me that I was allowed to come in and try the test seat. I think these people might be lightning lane people, who knows? Loads of people are just waiting around at the moment by the Tron canopy. Okay, so here they are. These are the test seats, the test motorbikes. It looks just so interesting having to basically ride a motorbike as a roller coaster. I feel like if you're like a motorcyclist, you're going to enjoy it anyway because you're probably used to it. But there you go. The seat is literally right at the entrance of it.
Take a picture of it. Oh yeah, obviously. Add a feed.
Well, it looks like I shouldn't have a problem with the actual seats. A lovely family actually went past as well, because obviously I went on it, but I'm not sure how this whole thing works. I've never been on this ride before, thanks to Shanghai Disneyland's Tron just going down as well when I was there on that one day that I was there. Anyway, so that lovely family, I think they just come off Tron perhaps, or they have definitely done it before. So I just asked them as they were walking past, I was like, am I doing it right? Is this how it's meant to be? Is it all good? And they were like, yeah, that's perfect, like you should be absolutely fine. Because there wasn't any cast members around, so a lovely American family helped me out instead. They were like, yeah, you should be absolutely fine, no problem, because they saw exactly they were like, yeah, you should be absolutely fine, because they saw exactly how I had fitted on the motorbike. So that's given me hope. Now the only problem is that the ride is still down. So with one problem solved, apparently, hopefully, fingers crossed, I should be able to get on the normal regular seats. Like I said, even if I couldn't have gone on the regular seats, they do have those special ones that are just like a normal roller coaster ride. You don't have to like be on a motorbike to ride them. It's just like a nice roller coaster seat, if you know what I mean. So I could have done that, but I really wanted to experience it properly, and it looks like I should be able to. Woo! I'm just chilling here. This is exactly what happened in Shanghai Disneyland for me as well. I just ended up chilling by Tron for like half an hour waiting for it to reopen, and it just never did. So I've spent a lot of time by the attraction, but never on it. Hopefully it's going to happen for me later today, but for now I think I'm going to head back into the rest of Tomorrowland and find another attraction to do. But I want to show you this as well. They actually have built restrooms inside the queuing area for Tron, because like, they probably imagined that the queue would get quite long, and it's just nice to have that option to have a restroom or toilets outside the building. Well, it looks like the People Mover is going to be officially my first ride of this trip. I really wanted it to be Tron, but some things are just not in your control, right? And then I've just seen, did it say yes in there? Can you see in the sky? Anyway, it's a very busy day, and even the queue for the People Mover is about half an hour, which normally is only about a 5-10 minute wait, but I'm gonna do it anyway. These people here are waiting for Astro Orbiter though, so that one's I think an hour long. Hello, how long is the wait roughly?
20 to 25.
20 to 25, fantastic. A lovely customer just told me it should be about 25 minutes. We are already on our way up to the People Mover. That was a really lovely wait actually, probably only took about 5 or 10 minutes. And I spent those 10 minutes reapplying sun cream to my face and my arms because I was burning in the sun, so that's why I might look quite shiny and a bit white. Thank you very much, thank you. Thank you. Exciting times, looks like we have our own cards on the People Mover.
Which will open and close automatically. Enjoy your journey. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga sus manos, brazos, pies y piernas.
Woo, here we go.
This is the TTA Blue Line, non-stop service around Tomorrowland.
Greetings, intergalactic travelers. Welcome aboard the People Mover, presented by Enterprise. From spacecraft to monster labs, there's really nothing like today in Tomorrowland.
Please do not take flight while on board. Thank you.
Oh, look at the castle! The castle, I'm still not over it, looks so beautiful.
Look, there's even a tiny People Mover. I wonder if that means there's a tiny Orac. On your right is Star Traders, home to the greatest goods in the galaxy.
Tomorrowland Speedway and Tron Lightcycle Run.
I love a good circuit, and these are two of the best tracks in the cosmos for a bit of light, speedy competition.
This is Starport 75.
Or as we locals call it, Space Mountain. Our high-speed rocket port to distant deep space destination.
Thank you, Mr. Morrow. Mr. Tom Morrow, please contact Mr. Johnson in the control tower to confirm your flight to the moon. Thank you.
Do you know what? I feel like this attraction, the People Mover, I gave it a lot of hate when I first went on it back in 2015. Because it just to me seemed pointless at the time. I was like, why would you just want to be moving around? But it is really nice, it's relaxing. And again, you've got Tron there. And actually, earlier I did see one motorbike, one of the roller coaster tracks work on Tron. So I'm not sure if they're just like running a test on it right now. It hasn't showed up as fully open yet on the app. So I'm going to give it another half an hour or so, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we should be able to go on it at some point. I really enjoyed that journey on the People Mover. I think I might even go on it again at some point, hopefully, in the next 14 days. But whilst I was on the People Mover, I remembered the Carousel of Progress is another attraction that I've definitely hated on before, and I still don't particularly love it, but I've come to have some kind of weird appreciation for it in almost like a jokey way, because it's nostalgic for me now. It reminds me of my Walt Disney World visits from the first time I came to this attraction in 2015, and I found it so bizarre, and not gonna lie, I still find it a little bit bizarre and outdated. However, when you come to think about the way it was built and when it was built and the animatronics that were used for this attraction, then yes, I can appreciate it for what it was. I just don't think it's necessarily an attraction that people in this day and age are going to find exciting unless they have a nostalgic attachment to it. And because I have now done the attraction a number of times, mostly in a jokey way to show my friends, you know, the attraction and let them know how weird it is, and most of my friends think the same as I do. The song is really good though, Sherman Brothers, very catchy. Is a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. It's also a really good attraction in terms of capacity because it's practically a show, except it doesn't have any live actors. But what it is that is this building, and it kind of very slowly spins around and it goes through different scenes to show you how we've progressed, how as a world we have Progress, Technology, etc., and it's all animatronic. So it is definitely a good attraction to have in Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom, because on days like today when it's very, very busy and also very, very hot, and Tron is down, so I can't go on my Lightning Lane ride that I had booked for, this is a good place to come to. And 1964 World's Fair is where it was premiered, I believe. So it has a lot of history. I do understand why people love it. And like I said, I've come to kind of like it as well. I still think it's quite a ridiculous attraction, but I do enjoy the sit down and I like the song and I appreciate the animatronics. Let's go. Here we go. I can already hear the iconic Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow in the background, and this is how it is. It's like an auditorium of sorts, but it does move around very, very slowly. So if you get motion sickness, I normally get motion sickness, but this ride is fine. It's not really even a ride, like I said, it's an attraction, it's a show. So yeah, just gonna sit down here. Can you hear it? I do love the song. Do you know what? The song they actually sometimes play in Disneyland Paris at the entrance, which is just random because they don't have this attraction in Disneyland Paris and never have.
Progress was Walt's own idea from beginning to end. He loved it. He introduced the show at the World's Fair in New York City in 1964, and it was an immediate smash hit.
And tomorrow is just a dream away. Just a dream away.
Yes, sir, buildings are towering now as high as 20 stories. The moving pictures flicker up on a big screen.
I think it's very romantic you're taking Mother out for Valentine's dinner this season.
Well, you know what kind of sport I am.
I only hope I have an evening as romantic as yours and yours.
Oh, Patricia!
Yes, Father?
Better get a move on. The radio says folks are arriving downtown.
Do I really have to go? If my new boyfriend Theodore sees me in this, it'll scare him away.
Well, dear, if that happens, you'll always have that torch you can carry for him.
Thanks, Father.
I don't have to dry the dishes anymore after supper. Gives Rover and me more time to enjoy our evening stroll together. Later, boy.
Just a dream away.
Well, it was peaceful until Santa brought that new virtual reality space pilot game.
Your turn, Grandma. Let's switch the image over to the TV so the resident flying ace can show you how it works. Now, it's a little tricky. Just use your game glove to fly behind the other guy and blast him with your laser blaster. Don't worry, Dad. Someday, everything's going to be so automated, you won't ever have to cook another Christmas turkey again.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, shining at the end of every day. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow's just a dream away.
There's a great big beautiful Buzz Lightyear. He looks awesome. Hi Buzz, how are you doing? Ah, flying without wings though. You look great, Buzz. Nice to see you. Bye-bye. Oh, he's so cool. I love him. So yeah, I guess since the pandemic, they've kept this going on, these like character sightings. Buzz is one, sometimes he switches over with a Stitch. So at the moment you can't actually meet Stitch in Walt Disney World, which is interesting considering he is so popular and so readily available in Disneyland Paris. There's no single season in Disneyland Paris where you can't meet Stitch. You can meet him in all sorts of different outfits. His queue is always long, but you can meet him. But no, Stitch here just comes up there. Love seeing Buzz. Enjoys Carousel of Progress. It is actually a good attraction, right? I feel like it's probably not an attraction that would have done well now had it been, you know, released now into the world. But the history of it is cute, and the animatronics are cute, and the song is just cute. It makes me laugh. That ride, that attraction, the Carousel of Progress, there are some lines in it that just make me laugh. For instance, there's one point where the daughter, Patricia, I think her name is, goes to her dad, "But father, I'm indecent." And it's just, I don't know why it's funny, because it's like an animatronic talking that way. I think that's what makes it hilarious, and it's very much like old school as well, so it goes through the years. And it's actually really interesting seeing how excited people used to get or would get about very small and minor new technologies that at the moment in this day and age in 2023 we all take for granted, like a dishwasher for instance and things like that. So it is cool. Most people though in that attraction, I have to be honest, most people were just on their phones. I looked around, it wasn't even full, the theatre, and the majority of the people were just either texting or just not really paying attention to the attraction. So I actually did something similar as well. For about 2 minutes I went on my phone and placed a mobile order for the Cosmic restaurant. I'm not actually sure of the name now, but it's the main quick service restaurant here in Tomorrowland, because I haven't actually eaten anything today. I had those cheeseburger spring rolls earlier, but there was only 2 of them. They're very much snacks, and I'm hungry, and it is now 3:40 p.m. so I thought maybe we should place an order. I placed it for 4:30, between 4:30 p.m. and 5:30, so I've still got about half an hour or so to wander around. I'm gonna head over to Tron again and see if it's working. I can't really see on the app, but I think because the app is not telling me that it's not on anymore, hopefully means that it should be working. It is still down. You can see there's loads of cast members standing just in front of the attraction, informing guests that it's currently unfortunately not working. I've decided I'm going to get myself a cold coffee from Joffrey's Revive Coffee, Espresso and Pastries. I only tried Joffrey's for the first time in Disneyland, California a couple of months ago, and I didn't think it was all that good, to be honest, so I want to give it another try. Here is the menu, by the way, for this Joffrey stand in Tomorrowland, in case you're wondering. They do coffee, espressos, cappuccinos, lattes, etc., vanilla latte, and then frozen cappuccino dream. That sounds interesting. Some frozen drinks and a shaken Jamaican cold brew. They also have a celebratory sip for the 50th anniversary. Golden Shooting Star it's called. So there you go. I'm still trying to decide which one I'm going to get, so we'll see. So I got my Joffrey's coffee. I'm going to show that to you in a second, but I also wanted to show you these. They had quite a lot of these just glasses of water, plastic cups of water, ice cold water, readily available at the stand. So I asked if I could pick one up, and they were like, absolutely. So it's just free water, tap water with some ice in it that you can get, and I definitely desperately needed some water, so that's good. And then this is the iced coffee that I decided to go for. I think it's a Frappuccino. It's basically the Joffrey's speciality for Tomorrowland. I saw a sign that said a s'mores Frappuccino, Joffrey's of Tomorrow latte, and I couldn't say no. I love marshmallows, I love s'mores. It's a very American thing, and obviously I don't live in America. I'm very rarely here. It's my first visit back to Walt Disney World in 3 years, so I thought I'd give this a go, because when I tried Joffrey's coffee for the first time in Disneyland in California in December of 2022, I literally just got a coffee. I think it was either a latte or a coffee, so nothing too extravagant, nothing special. It wasn't any of their specialities. So I do wonder if that was the reason I didn't think too much of it, and maybe what they really shine at is their special coffees, like their iced coffees, their s'mores coffees, frappuccinos, that sort of thing. Because the actual coffee, like I said, I just thought it was very, very basic, the taste of the coffee itself. So let's give this a go. I can't decide how I feel about it. Again, I'm not really getting much flavor, to be honest. Like this, I was actually expecting it to be very sweet, and maybe I haven't gotten to the sweet parts of it yet. Let's just try another time. The coffee itself definitely isn't that good. I'm so sorry to say that. I really want to love Joffrey's, and I'm going to give it another go perhaps. I mean, let me know in the comments down below if you love Joffrey's coffee. What's your favorite thing to get from Joffrey's? Because I've tried it 2 times now, and even this, which looks so exciting, and all these marshmallows and chocolate sauce on it, I'm just not a fan of the coffee taste itself, and I can actually taste the coffee in this as well. It's not just sweet, so I don't know. I definitely prefer drinking that water, that ice cold water, to this. So personally, I wouldn't recommend it. I'm still going to drink it because at least it's nice and cold. So I'm going to enjoy that aspect of it. And look, we've got Stitch on stage now. He's posing for photos, socially distanced. Also, something that I just find quite ironic. Basically, the straws are paper straws, and I think that's the case with Starbucks coffee as well in Disney World. But then the cups, so much plastic. It's just so weird to me because I'm so used to Disneyland Paris, and in Disneyland Paris they are so much more environmentally friendly than they are here in the US parks. Like, you would never see this in Disneyland Paris anyway, even in their Starbucks. Even if you order something cold, the cold drink will come in a paper cup rather than a plastic cup. So this just makes me laugh. And obviously the other cup as well, the free waters they were giving, there's no need for that to be in plastic cups in my opinion. They could easily have paper cups, but I don't know. I feel like it might change eventually. It's just interesting to see such a big difference. And then these paper straws, they cancel each other out surely when you give these extremely big plastic cups. Anyway, I'm heading off to my next attraction, which is going to be Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin. Very much similar to the Buzz Lightyear ride that we have in Discoveryland in Paris. It's a shooting game. I'm terrible at it. It's just over here. I booked a lightning lane for it with the Genie Plus a while ago because I knew that I was going to be in Tomorrowland for a while hanging out because of Tron. Because Tron was down earlier, I had to change my plans a little bit. I cancelled the Jungle Book as well. I changed that one to Space Mountain, so I can kind of spend the rest of my evening here, hopefully before the fireworks, and hopefully manage to do Tron and just kind of get some attractions done in Tomorrowland instead. So yeah, let's head into Buzz and be terrible at this game. Lightning lane queue. My lightning lane starts in about 5 minutes. I'm gonna try and see if they might let me in 5 minutes early. They might not. I'll see how it goes. Oh, it's blue. Oh, so I'm gonna have to wait a little bit then. Just for reference, it's currently 10 minutes past 4 p.m. and my lightning lane starts at 4:15. So in literally 5 minutes, and despite that, I wasn't able to go in. So don't come early to your lightning lane selections. Come on time, exactly between that hour.
A few moments later.
Right, it is now exactly 4:15. So I'm gonna try this again. Let's see if it works this time around. Oh, okay, that was very confusing. I am now in the lightning lane queue for Buzz, but even the cast member couldn't figure out why it went blue again. But I think I know the answer. It's because of Tron. Tron is the problem. It was the problem in Shanghai, it's the problem here. Because I obviously never got to redeem my lightning lane for Tron, and that has now turned into an all experience thing. And this is the next lightning lane that I've used, Buzz. So I think that's why it went blue. And I could have, basically, from what the cast member said, I probably could have actually even gone through when I first scanned it 5-10 minutes ago. It just went blue, so I didn't go because I don't want to do anything wrong. Very interesting. Hopefully it should be fine still for Tron, because I'm hoping that I'm not using, basically, I hope that this ride doesn't think that I'm using my Tron ride lightning lane for this. Who knows? Technology, eh? Also, it's worth remembering that lightning lane doesn't mean that you're not going to be waiting at all. As you can see, there is a little bit of a line here, just shorter than the regular standby. And here we go. As you can see, it's more or less the exact same ride, or at least the same idea as the one in Paris. It's just way more difficult than the Paris one, and I'm already pretty bad at the one in Paris, so Lord have mercy on me. And this, by the way, is exactly why this is even harder than the one in Paris, because you can't actually control the guns, you can't move them. As you can see, they're stuck. So, I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna put you down and try my best, but I can't promise I'm gonna be good. This is cool though. I forgot how different the scenes were. I mean, look at that. Look at that. What even is it? A dragon? Some kind of alien going past? Yeah, the scenes are cool. I am doing rubbish. I mean, what is this? Terrible, and my fingers are already hurting.
Prepare, re-enter. Joystick disabled. Prepare, re-enter.
So I got 10,700. That is pretty awful. Definitely worse than my scores in Disneyland Paris normally. But at least I tried, right? Ah, what a way to make me feel terrible about my shooting abilities. Jokes aside, that was definitely a fun attraction. Like, it's fun to see the comparisons as well, the differences between this one and the one in Disneyland Paris. Obviously, I'm so used to the one in Paris. It was nice to see some different scenes, and it was cool. It's a really, really fun attraction. Also, I want to give a big shout out to a cast member who was working at the Buzz ride, the Buzz Ranger Spins. I don't actually know the name now, I've forgotten it. But the ride that I was just on, just before I got on to the ride, this lovely cast member told me that she watches my videos and that my vlogs are great, and that she gave me a high five, and then I was off. Like, I wasn't in control because I was in the vehicle. So the ride started and I never got to get her name. So if you end up watching this, please let me know your name, and thank you so much. I did thank her, but it was just, it all happened so quickly. It made my day though, very, very kind. So yeah, the time is now 25 minutes past 4. I should be able to get my lunch now, because as you remember, I did do mobile ordering. Yeah. Go on. What do you want to say? Go on then. Hello. Having a good day?
Yes. So much fun.
What are you in the queue for?
Buzz Lightyear.
Okay, that's the ride I just got off from. So amazing.
Was it
Enjoy.
fun?
Yeah, it's quite fun. I'm terrible at it though. So it's shooting. Thank you guys. Bye bye. There's people over there just want to say hi to the vlog. People seem to love vlogging all around the world. Actually, this seems to happen to me in most parts of the world. But yeah, if you remember, I did place a mobile order for food, and that window is from 4:30 to 5. So I should be able to get it now, which will be nice. It'd be nice to be in aircon. I'm trying to avoid the heat as much as possible, because some of you might not know this, but if you've been a regular watcher of my channel, last summer in Disneyland Paris, there was a day that was so hot, and my heart rate just shooted up extremely high. It was like a weird scenario. I had to be rushed to hospital, and basically I've had tests and everything done, and I'm fine, I'm healthy, it's all good. But my heart specialist did tell me that I need to be extra careful in the heat. So I'm drinking plenty of water, and I'm trying to go undercover as much as I can. It is very, very hot though, so I'm trying to just do a lot of the indoor attractions, a lot of the just like shaded areas with AC whilst it's still hot, and hopefully later on in the evening when it gets a little bit cooler and the sun goes down, I can actually do some of the outdoor ones. So I am heading into the Starlight Cafe, Cosmic Ray Starlight Cafe, which is kind of in Tomorrowland but also in between Tomorrowland and Fantasyland. One of the things that I absolutely hate about the Magic Kingdom is how they have their teacups ride just over there. Hopefully you can see it right in front of me. That's the iconic teacups ride that most Disney parks worldwide have. But Tomorrowland is literally there. So we've just come from Tomorrowland. That's still a part of Tomorrowland. It literally says Tomorrowland Speedway on it. And they've got Tron over there. And then the teacups is right on the corner. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. I have no idea why they chose to put their teacups there, so close to Tomorrowland. Let me know in the comments down below if you know the answer to this. Was it always there? Did they have to change things over when the new part of Fantasyland opened up? I'd be curious to know, because I feel like the teacups, its location makes so much sense in Disneyland Paris, and even in Disneyland California, it's in a nice location in their Fantasyland, but this is just so weird. It almost feels like they don't care too much about it, like it's just a random attraction they just put in the corner, like it's not the centerpiece of Fantasyland like it is in Disneyland Paris. So just wanted to make that little statement. But let's head into the restaurant. It's a quick service restaurant. I have already ordered my food. I should pick it up and eat. Now this is a very popular quick service restaurant. It features Sonny Eclipse, which is an animatronic, as you can see, who is, I suppose, the musician, the host of the restaurant. He is singing right now. I love it. Look at that eyebrow raise. Got a good voice as well. But I would highly recommend doing mobile ordering if you are choosing to dine in this restaurant. It definitely isn't one of my favorite places to eat at. However, it just ended up being convenient for today because I am spending most of this afternoon in Tomorrowland waiting for Tron to reopen. So there you go, I've got my phone out ready here. It says arrive between now and 5 p.m. So we've got a half an hour window at Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe. And I'm going to tell them that I'm here, prepare my order. There you go, hopefully there you go, that's gone through. And then I think Bay 2 is where you need to come to pick up your order. So it does say actually mobile order pickup areas. And on the other side is where you do the normal regular ordering. Okay, so I've got my food. Didn't take long at all. Maybe about 2 minutes from telling them that I'm here until they actually gave it to me. But one mistake that I did is I didn't realize on the mobile ordering app that the burger actually came with some fries. So I ordered some extra fries, which is fine. I'm gonna eat as much of it as I can, but just don't make that mistake. I feel like probably no matter which burger you get, it should just come with fries on its own. So I actually went for the chicken burger, the spicy chicken burger, which I'm very much looking forward to. The bun looks quite nice as well. So loads of fries, some extra fries, and then you can pick up your sauces yourself. I've got a couple of mayos here, and then because we're in the USA, I also decided to pick up one of these buttermilk ranches because it's such an American thing. I obviously probably won't need to use all these sauces, but I thought why not. So there you go, this is my table. Quite busy in here, and you've got Sonny Eclipse singing for us down there as well. I am an absolute hot mess. What can I say? I've been walking around in 30-degree weather for more or less all day, but I thought I'd give the burger a quick try on camera here before I eat the rest of it. I'm not expecting anything like amazing. Like this restaurant, I have eaten here before a number of times. Normally I tend to get just the chicken nuggets that they have, which are really nice as well. I do enjoy Disney chicken nuggets, but they're quite basic at the end of the day. They also do burgers here, like regular cheeseburgers, which I've had before as well. They were quite nice. But today, whilst I was ordering on the app, I saw that they did this, yeah, like I said, fried spicy chicken burger, and I like spicy chicken burger, so I thought I'd give this one a go. Like I said, I don't have too high of expectations, but I hope it's nice at least. It's not bad. The chicken's pretty dry. The sauce they've used is pretty good. Overall, it's not that great, and it's also really not even that spicy. Only a tiny hint of spice, so it's gonna fill me up anyway. I really just needed some food, so I'm gonna eat it. But to be honest, I wish I'd just gone for the regular chicken nuggets, because at least I've had those before and I know what to expect. This, I personally wouldn't order again, but I am gonna enjoy it now. And then the fries, Disney fries. This is my first Disney fries in Florida since 2020. They're still amazing. Well, that burger was awful. I mean, truly awful. Probably one of the worst Disney meals I've ever had. Don't make the mistake that I did. Don't get that spicy fried chicken burger. Just go for the chicken nuggets. I've had the chicken nuggets before. They're the standard nuggets that they sell all over Walt Disney World. And those are really good. Nothing special, but they are delicious. The burger, I had to force myself to finish it, to be honest. The sauce that they used for it to make it spicy, it was like some kind of buffalo sauce, but it had this really weird aftertaste. And then it wasn't even that spicy, so it didn't satisfy me. The buns as well, they looked good, but they were quite dry. So it just was a very bad meal. The fries were the best part of the meal, but I'm really sad that I spent both calories and money on that meal, so don't recommend what I got. But the actual place, the restaurant, like I said, it's the main quick service place in Tomorrowland. That's why it's very popular, that's why it's very busy, that's why I would recommend doing mobile ordering like I did. It sells very, very basic food like chicken nuggets, burgers, etc. Very similar to, you know, Videopolis, Cafe Hyperion in Disneyland Paris in Discoveryland, how that's kind of the main quick service place there. This is the equivalent of that, so it's burgers and fries. Oh, look at the people mover just going past. Yeah, I've just come into Star Traders, which is one of the shops here in Tomorrowland. I thought I'd do a little bit of just shopping, not like actual shopping, but window shopping, eye shopping, not physically buying things, hopefully. Just having a look around. Before we get to the merch though, I did want to point out that how the model is on a wheelchair. I think that is so cool of Disney to do. We need more of that, just more representation for everyone. But as you can see, this section seems to be dedicated to Stitch, even though you can't actually meet Stitch in Disney World at the moment. He does have his full area here because he's popular even in Walt Disney World. Then we've got some Spirit jerseys here. This one's, I think I saw something similar to this in Disneyland California. It's very, very interesting material. They've got these hats on. Looks to be very much apparel stuff here inside the Star Traders. Oh, I have seen this whole range in Disneyland Paris. I do have a full video of that as well. Leave a comment down below, let me know what you guys think of this though, because I just wasn't sure when I saw them. I am a little bit tempted by this though, because it's very, very cute. It's very soft as well, and I like that they've got May from Turning Red, because you hardly get to see her. But yeah, I haven't bought it yet, and I'm not sure if I will. It is cute though, and they've got some more Spirit jerseys here. Oh, what's that? This is new. I don't think I've seen this before. I like this. Lord have mercy, have I spotted my first Spirit jersey of the trip? I love this a lot. Initially I thought it was like Toy Story Clouds, but it's not, it's just random spots. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to buy this, guys. And I just noticed they have some ears to match with it. And I feel like I saw these ears again in California a few months back, but this Spirit jersey wasn't around in California. So again, let me know if you guys have seen this before, if you guys are Florida locals, but this is amazing. It's so me. This is a cute range over here. Very colorful, very bright. Oh, I love this. Oh, this is lovely. Look at that. All the main characters, and they're all in just like these bright colors. Walt Disney World, it says on the bottom, and then has it got anything on the back? Nope, just plain white. See, if this wasn't a white jumper, I probably would get it because I really like the design. I think it's just very fun. You've got the castle as well, some fireworks. Oh, this is cute too. Look at that. A cute mini bucket hat. There's some little stars in there as well. This is lovely. Got a Mickey fluffy one too. Got this Walt Disney World cap. Got that shirt. Wow. Very cool range going on here. And then it's the Year of the Rabbit, apparently, in terms of Chinese New Year. So we've got a range here dedicated to Disney rabbits, which is cute. Year of the Rabbit 2023. Got that jacket going on there as well with different rabbits from different Disney films. Even a Loungefly bag. Look at that. They have so many clothes there for new emos. I'm so glad I never got into new emos, because knowing me, I probably would have spent so much unnecessary money on them. However, I wanted to show you this range again as well. I don't know if it's a part of what I showed you earlier, but this like very colorful range. I absolutely love it. So look at that. Mickey and Friends. I really like the color. I love just the brightness of it all. What's this? Like a jacket of some sort? Yeah, this range is very cool. So I was going to buy that Spirit jersey that I showed you, the blue one with the white spots, but I don't really want to be carrying it with me at the moment. I don't have a backpack on me today. I just have this Vera Badley bag, which has been really nice actually. Normally I tend to carry backpacks, but it's been absolutely fine with a slightly smaller bag. So I just didn't want to purchase it now and carry around for the rest of the day. Before the pandemic, they used to have a service where if you stayed on property in a Disney hotel, whatever you bought, they could send it to your hotel gift shop. Unfortunately, that is no longer the case. I actually checked with a cast member as well, and they said they don't do that anymore, which meant that I didn't purchase it, which is probably bad for Disney as well. Like if Disney brought this back, maybe more people would be willing to spend money throughout the day. Like I'm an example, I didn't buy that. I mean, I still would like to buy it at some point, but I said like, I don't know if I'm going to remember to come back here now, and who knows if I'll see that again. Hopefully I will, because I did like the Spirit jersey, but my point is, it's a shame that they don't do that anymore, because it was a very, very good service and one of the good benefits of staying on property. So Maybe they'll bring it back one day, who knows. With that being said though, I am heading towards Space Mountain because that's what my next lightning lane is, between 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. and Lord have legit mercy, look at this queue. I mean, this queue is long. The standby entrance time for this ride, Space Mountain, at the moment is 110 minutes, guys. 110. Almost 2 hours. That is crazy. I'm so glad I got myself Genie Plus this morning and managed to get myself a lightning lane for this. I feel like already Genie Plus has been worth it for me. I paid $25 for it, as I mentioned earlier in the vlog, and I've managed to ride quite a few rides already with that $25 on a busy day like today, and that's why it was $25 as well, because the price of Genie Plus reflects how busy it is as well. So sometimes it could be as down as like $15. That would be on very quiet days, and then when it's even busier than today, it could go up to like $30 as well. So $25, quite a busy day. But yeah, let's use our lightning lane and head into Space Mountain. So that is the standby line on my left hand side, as you can see. And then this is the lightning lane. I just scanned myself in with my card. It feels nice to be able to just walk ahead. It is also worth mentioning that you can't film or take photos on this attraction on Space Mountain. So I'm going to take you as far as I can, but unfortunately you can't come onto the ride with me.
Attention Space Mountain passengers. Space Mountain is a thrilling, high-speed, turbulent roller coaster type ride in the dark.
I know I paid $25 to be able to do this and all, but I still kind of feel bad just seeing the people on my left-hand side having to wait and just like walking past them as if I'm some kind of VIP. I kind of hate the system that you have to pay, because what if you can't pay, you know? I wish they were still free, the fast passes, but I'm glad that I have the ability to. Wow, it's gone really dark. I am glad that at least it exists, and I just at least wish it was a bit cheaper. $25. If I was a family of 4, then it would add up, you know. For one person, sure, not too bad, but it is a shame that they've gone away with free fast passes. This is the warning sign for Space Mountain. You have to be 111 centimeters tall, 44 inches. You should be in good health again, as with most of the rides here that are roller coasters. 3 rides, but we have basically completely walked on to this ride, and you can see the vehicles. They're quite different, very different in fact, the ones in Paris. You basically sit in rows of 3, so it's like 3 in front of each other kind of thing, which is quite fun. So let's head on. You can't have anything in your hands whilst you're on Space Mountain, which completely makes sense. It is a very fast ride and it's in the dark, so I am gonna put the camera away now. This is basically as far as I can take you. Actually, we're going to be going on the ride very, very soon, so I'll speak to you afterwards. Just got off Space Mountain. It was so much fun. I don't think I actually did Space Mountain on my last visit here, or maybe we did, I can't remember. Yes, we did do it, because I remember my aunt was holding on to my cousin for dear life, because this Space Mountain, it may not go upside down, it may not be as thrilling as the one in Paris, but it still is a lot of fun. Like, I literally laughed my way through it. There are so many sudden drops. So actually, I feel like there are more drops in this than the one in Paris. The Paris one goes upside down, there's twists and turns, and it's definitely the better of the two. But this is just like, it's also quite jerky. So it's a little bit painful at times because it's quite an old ride, vehicle, track. But I loved it. I really did. Like I said, I was just laughing my way through it. And look at that. Love it. I love just how they have so many things and details. Even in the queue lines, I mean, we've done the ride now, we're happy, but there's still stuff to see. Love it. Guys, do you see this in front of me? Are my eyes deceiving me? Because I'm pretty sure I just saw Tron actually operating. It is currently 6 p.m, just gone after 6 p.m, and it looks like Tron is back on. Which means it's time to actually go on it, finally. It looks like the stars have lined up, and I don't have to wait until another day. I can actually go on it on my very first Magic Kingdom day. It is still hot, but I'm so excited. 2 thrill rides in a row. Let's do this. Okay, so this looks to be the standby line, which is all a virtual queue anyway. You have to get yourself a place on the app early in the morning, and I think there's another one at 1 p.m. But I'm pretty sure this would be the lightning lane. So hopefully it's the right way. I'm not sure, obviously it's my first time, hopefully, riding this ride. Let's see if the lightning lane works. A number of cast members have assured me that it should work, because obviously I didn't get to actually go on it at 2 p.m. But because of the whole buzz situation earlier, I'm a little bit scared. Hello. Oh, thank you very much, thank you. There you go, it did work. This is so exciting. Just so you know though, this is another ride where I can't actually take you on the ride. I don't think you can take any cameras. There's like no cameras or phones allowed onto the ride, so I'm gonna have to take you. Hello. Are the lockers in there?
Yeah, just
oh, fantastic, thank you. So I was just going to tell you, they have lockers and you have to put everything in lockers. Wow, we've got really dark. The lockers are free. I did ask the cast member, but I'm going to have to put you away. I'm actually going to put my phone away as well. I'm not going to take anything. It's my first time riding it. I just want to make the most of it. I don't want to have to worry about anything in my pockets. And like I said, you're not allowed to film anything on the actual ride. I can show you the ride though. So it's really cool how they've done it actually. You get a glimpse of the ride and everything. We haven't actually got to the lockers yet. But look how cool they look. Oh my god, it's about to go, it's about to go. Woo! I love how blue this room feels as well. Just amazing. Also the aircon is phenomenal. But I am feeling so lucky and privileged to be here, to be able to ride a ride that's not even officially open yet. Tron is meant to open on the 4th of April 2023. Today's the 23rd of March 2023. I'm just waiting for the next one to come before I continue my journey, because it's just so fun watching it. And there you go. Here they are. One more time. Oh my god. I can't wait to go on this. I cannot wait. I am hyped. So these are the lockers. I love how even the lockers are cute. They've got the blue Lightcycle situation going on. They're free to use, as I mentioned, and you can use your Magic Band or your card, just nothing electronic. So if you have your Magic Pass on your phone, the cast member said you can't do it then. But I want to, I think, are these ones the ones that are empty? Let's check. No. Okay, I am so confused. I'm gonna have to check with the cast member to see which ones I can actually use, like, because none of them, look, I do this, can't open that. And then, yes please, yes please.
Did you already open a locker?
And I wasn't sure what to do, to be honest.
So go ahead and scan it on any.
Does it matter? Oh, it's the blue ones that are free. So I just scan it here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so let's come over here. Looks like you already scanned them.
A lovely cast member just showed me how to use these. So the blue ones are the free ones, basically. Because I apparently had already scanned it a few times, I had to go and do something there. But there you go. I'm going to put my mini ears there. You guys are going there as well, but before I put you there, I'm actually first going to put my bag there, which, as you can see, fits quite nicely. I imagine if you have a slightly larger bag, it might be a bit of a problem. You might need to hire 2 lockers instead, but I'm actually also going to put my phone there. So phone's going there as well. And now you guys are the last bit. So 5:51, hopefully I'll remember. I'm going to put you in and speak to you afterwards. Well, I've just come off the ride. Wow, that was so much fun. I was so worried about like just the positioning of it, because obviously you're literally sat on a motorbike, kind of similar to the one here. But it was fine and it didn't hurt at all. It wasn't painful. I fitted in absolutely fine. So if you are somebody who is similar to me in terms of your size, obviously I know each and every body is different, so you can't really compare yourselves, but I feel like I've got quite big calves. Like they're not the smallest of calves, definitely not. They're also not the biggest, but they're not very small, and I was still absolutely fine. It was so much fun. I don't even know what to say. Like I was smiling my way through it. It's such a smooth ride, and it feels so cool, like being in that position. Initially I was a bit worried, and I was sat next to a girl who was also by herself, and I asked her, I was like, have you done this before? Like, is this okay? And it was her first time as well. So we both kind of experienced it for the first time together, and we were both quite nervous but excited at the same time. And it was amazing. It was so cool. I wish they did a photo, but I don't think they had a photo on it. I'm gonna have to ask the cast member. I don't remember seeing a flash anywhere. Maybe it's just because they're still doing soft opening times. But my god, that was so cool. I would happily pay again to get a lightning lane for this. Oh, look. Yeah, I'd happily pay again to go on it again next time I'm at the Magic Kingdom. Or maybe try and get myself a virtual queue. But that was so good. Highly recommend it. It's also, like I've heard people say that it's very short, and apparently it is quite short, but it doesn't feel like it. Once you're on the ride, it doesn't feel like it's short, like it feels the perfect length. So my hair's a mess. I've been a mess pretty much the entirety of today, but I really enjoyed that. What an amazing ride. Maybe it was just fate, you know, maybe I wasn't meant to ride it in Shanghai, so that I could ride it here at the Magic Kingdom in Florida in 2023. In the entirety of Magic Kingdom, guys, this is one of my favorite views, coming out of Tomorrowland and seeing the castle, especially at this time of evening when the sun's about to set. It is currently 7:30, I think. Well, it should get fully dark in about 20 minutes or so. but I love it with all the waters here. You can see the people mover going on. Of course, we've just spent most of our day in Tomorrowland today with it, finishing with Tron. I'm still so happy I got to go on it. And by the way, I checked with a cast member and there is actually an on-ride photo, but the reason I couldn't find mine, basically apparently it's meant to like be an automatic thing where it just goes onto your photo pass, but you have to be wearing a magic band for that to happen, and I obviously don't have a magic band. I had my card with me in my pocket, but the customer said you have to either be wearing a magic band or have your phone on you for it to automatically come onto your account. Otherwise you can still try and find it, and I am going to try my best. Basically he told me to email PhotoPass people and let them know exactly what time I was on, etc. It's just a lot of faff now. Whether or not I'm going to get the picture, who knows, but it's a little bit annoying because they literally tell you not to have your phone on you. They tell you to have everything in the locker, which is what I did, and obviously not everyone's going to have magic bands on. So if you don't do that and you have paid for a photo pass, which I have, it was part of my package, then you're just not going to get the photo, or if you do get the photo you have to like work for it. So I'm going to email them tonight anyway. Hopefully I would have been able to get it. If I am successful in getting my photo from the ride, then you should have hopefully seen it already. Well, I'm going to put it here actually so you can see it now, because it'd be nice to have my first time on Tron on photo. I'm hopefully going to go on it again, and next time I go I'm going to make sure I've got either my phone on me or I'm going to get a magic band. That was one of my plans for today actually, and so I'm going to have to go to the shops at some point, look at the castle. So yeah, it's 7:30. I feel like I'm more or less done for the next couple of hours because we've got the fireworks show happening, Enchantment I believe it's called, at 9 PM on the castle, and I think tonight might be my only chance of seeing it. I am here another time before Happily Ever comes back. I think it's on the 28th, so in about 6 days time, but I don't know how long I can stay that time because I've got a reservation at G-Co the night that I'm coming back to Magic Kingdom. I could always play with it around, but in any case I do kind of want to try and see it tonight just in case, because this show is going away and Happily Ever After is coming back on the 4th or 3rd of April, which is going to be exciting, but I really want to see Enchantment as well. I've heard very mixed things about it. Most people seem to hate it. I don't know why, but I haven't seen anything. Like I haven't looked at any spoilers, I haven't watched anything online about Enchantment, so I really want to make my own mind up, and who knows, maybe I'll fall in love with it and then I'll be really sad that it's going to be my only chance seeing it. So yeah, we're going to try our best to watch this. It's in about an hour and a half's time. I don't know when people start queuing for the show here. It seems that there are some people here already at the hub. It's called the hub here in the Magic Kingdom in Paris. It's the Central Plaza, but who knows, I think it might be wise to start finding a place. I do also need to charge my phone, so yeah, that's going to be it for the next couple of hours at least. I do still have a couple of Genie Pluses in Fantasyland for after the fireworks show, so hopefully I'll be able to do those as well. Look at the castle though. It is stunning, you know, it's huge, it's very wide and it's tall, definitely taller than the one in Paris, and I love the big 50 sign in the middle. I love the blues, I love the golds. It does look pretty cool. I wonder if they're just gonna get rid of all the 50th decorations as soon as the 50th ends at the end of March. Probably gonna be quite a lot of hard work getting everything off straight away, but this is Disney we're talking about, they can do anything. Be interesting to see. I am here until the 5th of April, so I'll report back. Make sure you're subscribed to see how things go. I'm suddenly feeling alive because the sun's about to set. It's no longer as hot as it's been for the most of the day. This is my favorite weather now. It's probably something like, I don't even know, maybe 25 degrees or something. Let me actually check because I am curious. Wow, I was almost exactly right. 26 degrees Celsius currently at Bay Lake in Central Florida, Orlando. So yeah, this is it, this is good. All throughout the day it's been like 30, 31 degrees. But this I can deal with, this is nice weather. Well, it is 8 PM and I have now taken my spot for the fireworks. The castle is looking beautiful, by the way. As it gets darker and darker, the castle becomes more and more magical, all lit up. The front of it is such a beautiful castle, I love it. I'm really happy with the 50th decorations. Like I said, I wonder what's going to happen to it after the 50th officially ends. I'd quite like it to stay this way forever, but clearly they can't have it this way because that big 50 in the middle, it's not even the 50th year this year, like it is the 50th anniversary actually started in 2021, October of 2021, so that's why it's towards the end of it. They normally tend to celebrate for close to 2 years with Disney anniversaries, but people have already taken their spots as well for Enchantment about an hour before the fireworks start. Not quite as busy as I thought it would be, so I'm happy with my spot actually. I feel like we've got a pretty good view of the castle. Obviously it all depends on what happens when the show actually starts because people will be standing up then. I also did go to Casey's very quickly, it wasn't too busy, thankfully. Got myself a bottle of water and an apple juice, just so I'm all good to go for the next hour and a half. I think there's also something going on in about 10 minutes time at 8:15. The Beacons of Magic or something that's meant to be for the 50th anniversary. Apparently every icon has it in all 4 parks. So I'm going to try and catch those as well. Hopefully it's going to be good. Can't wait.
Good evening, friends. Look around.
We stretch over this way.
There is a special magic that flows through this land. The magic of fantasy, swirling with pixie dust, made more brilliant by the light that lives within you. It inspires us to wish upon stars, follow our hearts, and find our happily ever afters. Tonight, as we gather together under the spires of this majestic castle, our dreams ignite the magic to create a beacon shining out and celebrating 50 years of the most magical place on earth.
The Beacon of Magic at Magic Kingdom was very short. 10 seconds, 15 seconds. I mean, it was beautiful, but for some reason I expected a little bit more. I think I'm just used to the drone show, you know, for the 30th anniversary in Disneyland Paris and how awesome that is. So, yeah. But I'm looking forward to the fireworks show. That's not until 9 p.m, so we've still got about 45 minutes until that. The castle is looking stunning though. So the Beacon of Magic, I think the whole point of it is to make the castle look nice.
20 minutes later.
So we've got about 7 minutes to go now until Enchantment starts, the main nighttime fireworks show here in the Magic Kingdom.
Dreamers and believers. In just a few minutes, the Magic Kingdom invites you to enjoy our nighttime spectacular Disney Enchantment, presented by Pandora Jr.
Yesterday, Disneyland and the New York World Fair. Tomorrow, a project so vast it has already been called a whole new Disney World. There's enough land here to hold all the ideas and plans you can possibly imagine.
Here, you leave this place brighter than it was before, because you are the magic.
Make a wish upon a star, close your eyes and just believe. Make a wish upon a star, magic is here.
There's a magical carpet ride, travel to
Guys, I feel like Mickey just told me many times that I am the magic, so I better believe it. I am the magic. Do you know what? I enjoyed Enchantment. It really wasn't as bad as people have made it out to be. The songs were good, the projections on the castle, phenomenal, crystal clear. And I really enjoyed the songs they used as well. I would have liked maybe more of a cohesive story. I understand why people prefer Happily Ever After, because that is definitely more of a story, except weirdly, I feel like even Happily Ever After doesn't have much of a story, like it's quite bitty, but this one's even more bitty, in my opinion. Nothing beats Disney Dreams, in my opinion. That's my favorite nighttime show of all, but this was good. But it is 9:30 p.m. now, and we are by no means done with our Magic Kingdom day yet, so I'm heading towards Fantasyland again, because I actually have a Genie Plus reservation for Peter Pan's flight at around 9:50, I believe, and then I want to check out some of the other rides and attractions in in Fantasyland as well, because I'm hoping it will be a little bit quieter right now than it's been all throughout the day. I've really enjoyed checking this 50th anniversary statues around the park today, by the way. There's the Mad Hatter just in front of the teacups. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh currently only has a 20-minute standby wait time, and it's been pretty long. It's been over 50 minutes for most of the day, so I think I'm gonna head into it. This is a cute dark ride, a great family ride, one that I kind of wish we had in Paris, because I just love dark rides personally. They do have this exact ride or something similar in Hong Kong Disneyland, so it's not only unique to the Magic Kingdom in Florida, but it's a very fun ride. I love the bit where we hop. So basically at one point, I'm not going to give too much away because we're going to go on a ride in a second, but you turn into Tigger and you just bounce and bounce. It's really fun. There you go. It's sometimes pays to be a single rider, by the way, because sometimes they ask parties of one, and then I normally tend to obviously say yes, me, and I get to skip the line a little bit. And look how cute the vehicles are as well. They're basically like Pooh's honeypots that you sit in.
If you ask me, he'll never reach that tree.
Why me? Why me? Oh dear. Hang on tightly, Roo.
This is such a cute ride. Oh, that's so cute. There you go.
It makes you feel just great, doesn't it?
Bouncy, 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 bounce, 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 bounce.
Look out for effluent and noodles. They steal honey. Gifted on the glockenspiel, but being a screech owl,
we are stuck. It's literally basically the end of the ride as well, so we got Pooh there in a tree. Well, that was cute. We have now come into the little gift shop at the end of the attraction. They've got these cute Winnie the Pooh Loungefly bags. These are really lovely, actually. I like the material they've used for them. It's a pretty small shop, this, but it does have quite a lot of Winnie the Pooh merchandise, as you can see here. London is the best adventure. That's cute. The material is really soft, actually, for this t-shirt. Nice and cool. Quite a lot of London stuff over there. You are braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. That's cute too. They've also got the pajama set here. A lot of like British stuff, which doesn't really appeal to me personally, but I feel like quite a lot of people would dig it. Oh, these are cute. Look at that, these Winnie the Pooh ears. They're very light as well. They'd be very comfortable, I'd imagine. I love how it's got like a bumblebee as well. There you go, here. And on the side it says, "Today is my favorite day," spelled in the American way, so that's pretty cute. What on earth are these? Disney Rubik's Cubes? Look, this is the Winnie the Pooh one. It is priced at $20. And yeah, it feels like, yeah, it's a Rubik's character cube. This is so fun. Oh my god, I've never seen something like this before. They've got a Mickey one as well, a mini one. They've got Chip and Dale down there, and Donald. Just to give you an idea of how busy it's been today, by the way, it is currently 10 p.m, 10 o'clock at night, 22 o'clock, as Europeans say. And I just walked past Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. It's just here, you can see it going. And look at the wait time. It was 80 minutes. 80 minutes standby wait at 10 p.m. So, not doing it. Unfortunately, the thing with Mine Train is that it's an individual lightning lane, so it's not part of the regular Genie Plus that I purchased. So today I made a choice to buy an individual lightning lane for Tron, which I'm so happy about, and I will definitely do it again in a heartbeat because it's such a good ride. It's worth it, in my opinion. But I'm not sure how willing I am to do it for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, because I've been on that ride before. several times, and it's a good ride. Quite short, nothing too special in my opinion. It is fun. Fun fact for you, they have Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in Shanghai Disneyland as well. So again, not too unique to the Magic Kingdom. Yeah, I'm not prepared to pay for that one, so it's one of those things where I'm going to try perhaps the next time I'm here, late in the evening. I'd like to go on it. It's just, like I said, not something that I'd be willing to pay for, and also not something that I'd be willing to spend over an hour waiting for. So as long as the wait time is less than 60 minutes, I will do it. Otherwise, it's going to have to be a skip. However, I am now going to be making my way to the castle. Look at the castle. I'm so loving the weather right now. I so wish that the weather was like this throughout the day. I'd have been able to get so much more done if this had been the weather throughout the day, because the heat it slows me down. It makes me feel the need to obviously drink water. I have to go in the shade every now and again. It just really makes me drowsy. Whereas the cold, cooler weather energizes me. That's just how I operate. People are different, I understand. I am truly loving the contrast of Space Mountain and then Tron's Lightcycle right next to it. It's so cool to be here when Tron is open and just kind of seeing everything together. But another thing I'm also loving is our lovely gal, Ariel here. You guessed it, that's going to be our next ride because it's only got a 10-minute wait, and I absolutely love this ride. Just look at the beautiful waterfalls. Honestly, queues at Disney are so magical. They're like almost as magical as the actual rides.
You having fun? You know, learning is supposed to be fun.
I am having fun. Look at this. So many empty ride vehicles. This ride was basically a walk-on. Hello, how are you? Just one person. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Exciting times ahead.
What do you call those human thingies that make you not a fish?
I love you, Ariel. Up where they stay all day in the sun.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna sing just for unfortunate souls.
Oh my God, she's got legs.
Ya-la-la-la-la-la, in that side, begin to shake. Too bad, we gonna be scared.
Oh, happy for you, Ariel. Well done. You married a guy you literally had just met. Wow. You look so happy. Almost too happy. Look how beautiful this shot is, by the way, guys. I love it. The castle lit up. The backside of it, we've got the carousel here. Nearly empty Fantasyland at about 10:30 p.m. This is what I'm talking about. This is my favorite time to be in any Disney park. Evening time, when it's quieter, when it's cooler, when it's dark, so everything's cute and magical and lit up. I'm loving it. Anyway, there is one last ride that I want to do, perhaps two, but I'm not sure about a Small World yet. Small World just takes so long, and I just don't know if I'm in the mood for it tonight, which is weird to say because I normally love a Small World. I love it in Paris, I love it in California. The one in Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World just really isn't for me. But Peter Pan's Flight I've actually got a lightning lane for. I'm going to come back to that in about 10 minutes time, I think. It's lasts until 10:50, so I've got 20 minutes to redeem it. Just wanted to show you that Peter Pan's Flight, even at 10:30 p.m, still has an hour's wait standby line. So I'm really glad I managed to get myself a Genie Plus selection for it. It's a Small World though. That's only at 5 minutes. No one seems to care for it that much. But the main reason I came towards this direction is because I haven't checked out the Rapunzel restrooms or toilets, as we say in Britain yet. And they are so cute. Like this area in general, with the lanterns and everything, and you've got the tower, Rapunzel's tower up there. This whole area is themed so well, yet believe it or not, it's literally just toilets. So over here you've got toilets, both genders as well, and all this theming around it to the movie of Rapunzel. It is so, so cute. And because I'm wearing a Rapunzel t-shirt today, I thought I would do one of the photo shoots they've got going on here, the photo class photographers, Memory Maker as it's called here in Florida, because they do a special one with the lanterns in this area by the Rapunzel toilets. A bubble just literally nearly went into my eye. Love it, but I love bubbles everywhere. Part of the magic, right? But yeah, I've done this photo before. I think the last time I did it must have been about 5 or 6 years ago. But it is very cute, and like I said, because of the t-shirt, I thought why not? Why not do it again? Lantern photo taken. Also big shout out to Nadia, I believe her name was, the cast member, not the photographer, but the cast member working with that cast member, the one giving a lantern. She was lovely. She loved my tattoo. She saw the Esmeralda one and then she wanted to see the rest. We've got a Pocahontas one up here. So that was really cute. Oh, lovely. Well, Peter Pan's flight has actually dropped down to a 35-minute standby wait now. In case you're wondering, if you don't want to pay for Genie Plus, then if you come right before park closing time, we've only got about 15 minutes now before the park officially closes at 11. You might have to wait less than an hour, which is good, but for us it's even better tonight because we've got the lightning lane. So let me just scan myself in. Thank you so much. There you go, Peter Pan's flight, a classic attraction and bizarrely extremely popular in every Disney park that they have it. In Disneyland Paris, it's almost always a very, very long wait. Here, it's definitely one of the longer waits. Everyone just loves Peter Pan's flight. And that was more or less a walk-on with the lightning lane. We are on our flight. There's me as well down below, and Captain Hook looking absolutely terrified. I have thoughts on Peter Pan's flight here in Florida. I'd forgotten what it was like and how different it was to the one in Paris. Yeah, it definitely felt a bit longer and much smoother, like so much smoother than the one in Paris. So it wasn't jerky at all. It was like a very calm flight. I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed the one in Paris. However, the Paris one has better effects. The Paris one just looks better because I think they renovated it more recently than the one here. But if I had to choose between the two, I would choose this one. It just, I don't know, it kind of, yeah. I feel like in Paris, if I waited 70 minutes, I'd be annoyed for Peter Pan's flight. But if I waited 70 minutes here for this one, because it goes so smoothly and it kind of takes its time, I wouldn't be so annoyed. Listen, I really don't want to, but it's only a 5-minute standby wait. And we've still got about 7 or 8 minutes until official park closing time, so it'd be rude not to, right? It would be rude not to. Why not end our day with It's a Small World? Thank you. Oh my god, who would have thought? I don't even know what kind of energy I'm running on because I woke up at 7 a.m. this morning. I had a long haul flight yesterday. I am tired. I spent a long time in the heat this afternoon. And yet I still somehow have energy. Well, we are practically walking onto a small world. I do love the effects here, it's quite nice. But yeah, apart from that, not my favourite. I'm on the front row as well, the very front row. And our boat looks to be red, cute. The colour of my, not Magic band sadly, but my Apple Watch. Right, let's head on in. I'm not even joking, it's literally just me. On this boat, you can see behind me, it's all empty. I love this. That is finally over. it just takes so long, this attraction. For some reason here in Magic Kingdom, it goes so slow, the ride, the boats, like at a snail's pace. It's too slow. I mean, I understand that it's nice, like with Peter Pan's flight, I enjoy that it's a little bit slower than the one in Paris, but this is just so slow that you just keep looking at your watch. At least I do. I'm like, why isn't this ending? And also, the rooms just aren't as cute as the ones in Paris, or the one in California, or the one in Hong Kong Disneyland, all of whom are phenomenal. These ones here just seem very bare and a little bit tacky. I hate to say it, but some of the stuff they've got going on, some of the decorations, some of the dolls even, just look a little bit questionable. Hopefully you can see a couple right now. I did film a few that I thought were just a little bit too strange for a ride like this, for a Disney attraction. But yeah, it hasn't got that magic that the one in Paris has and the one in California. And yeah, it's a shame. I wish they did something about this one, because it's just not the same. Don't get me wrong, kids would love it, you know, nonetheless. But as an adult, as somebody who absolutely loves It's a Small World and grew up loving it, the one in Paris, and obviously I appreciate all the ones apart from this one here, I can very much tell the difference between this and the other Small Worlds around the world. Having said that, we are now at official park closing time. It is now 11:15 p.m. So yeah, I have no choice now but to leave the park. I made it until the very last minute, with It's a Small World being my final attraction of the day. I don't think I'm going to go on it again in the next 14 days that I'm here. So one ride is over and done with. That's kind of why I decided to just do it, because I was like, when else am I going to get out of 5 minutes? And yeah, we did it. And guys, just realised we're walking through the castle for the very first time today, or tonight I should say. We've only got about 45 minutes left of the 23rd of March 2023. But it definitely is worth coming through the castle, especially in this direction. Some people just think the other direction is the only way to go, but no. Coming through the castle from Fantasyland and heading into Main Street is pretty cute as well, especially at night time with all the lights light up. Here's 2 more statues from the 50th anniversary. We've got Daisy here and Donald. Very cool. And the castle just looking gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I don't think I've ever enjoyed the castle here at Magic Kingdom as much as I have right now for the 50th, because before this it was just white, Cinderella's castle. I mean, it still looked cute, but it wasn't quite as magical as it is now, especially with the projections. I'm so glad I got to come here before the 50th Elephant celebrations end. I am delirious. I am so tired. But yeah, I'm not going to end the vlog just yet. I'm going to speak to you a little bit when I get back to my hotel room at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Wow, that feels like such a long time ago this morning when I woke up. Do you remember when I saw those giraffes and zebras outside of my door? That felt a long time ago. But yeah, I'm going to get the bus. I think it's bus number 16. I'm not going to film that part, so I'm not going to speak to you when I'm at home. And I am back home, which at the moment and for the next 10 days is Animal Kingdom Lodge. I still can't quite believe it. When I got here, when the bus brought me back, I was just like, oh my god. I literally took a moment when I got into the lobby and just appreciated the beauty of this lobby that I've dreamt of staying at for so long. Like I said, literally since 2017, since the very first time I stepped inside this lobby and this hotel. I've been wanting to stay here, and now I actually am. I mean, look at it. I'm on the bed. I'm on an Animal Kingdom Lodge bed. Who would have thought it? It is currently 5 minutes past 1 a.m. I didn't actually physically get into my room until about, I want to say 12:30, half past midnight, so quite late. I made the most of my night at Magic Kingdom, and obviously with the bus as well. Bus stop number 16 it is, from Magic Kingdom to Animal Kingdom Lodge. It took a while for it to come, and you know, the actual journey takes about 15-20 minutes as well, so it was a while. And then obviously from the lobby to my room, 5-10 minutes, so just add quite a lot to the journey. But I had an amazing day, and actually on my way out from the Magic Kingdom, I did very quickly quickly popped into the confectionery store on Main Street, U.S.A, and I got myself a couple of sweet things, because Lord have mercy guys, I haven't eaten enough today, I don't think, considering I've been walking all day as well. 20,000 steps in the heat. I'm tired. All I've had today is that really terrible burger that I don't recommend, that spicy chicken burger, which wasn't even that spicy. Some fries, and I didn't even finish my fries. And then early in the morning I had those cheeseburger spring rolls, which were amazing, but they really weren't that substantial. I wish I'd gotten more of them. I only ate 2. It's just the way they come. So that's all I've had today, and I did have that coffee as well. Technically I'd be absolutely fine with that amount of food, but because of all the walking and just all the energies that I've been releasing, I feel like I needed more. And my last meal was that meal at Tomorrowland, that place, Starlight, Cosmic Grey, whatever it's called, that terrible meal. And so as I was leaving Magic Kingdom on Main Street, I was like, I need some food. And so I got a couple of sweet things. One of them I'm probably going to have tonight, perhaps not the whole thing, but it's a Rice Krispie treat. I love these. They do them so much better here than they do at Disneyland Paris, because they probably add more sugar here, and so they taste better, and I enjoy them more. So yeah, I'm probably going to maybe have half of that tonight. I'm not sure. Literally, they only had sweet stuff there. I probably should have gotten something savoury, but they didn't have anything savoury. And so I also got something else here. This, hopefully you can kind of see it. It's meant to be, it's quite big as well. Let me actually get it out because it looked amazing. I asked the cast members if they tried it, and one of them said it's one of her favourite things to get. It's this big giant cookie, and it's got peanut butter in it. It's like a peanut butter cookie with some M&Ms on it. Oh, it smells quite peanut buttery. It is huge though. Like, I don't know. Definitely not going to be able to eat the whole thing. But I thought I could keep one for breakfast tomorrow morning as well, because I am tired and I didn't eat breakfast this morning. Lord have mercy. It has been a fantastic day though. I really enjoyed it. My first day back at the Magic Kingdom after 3 years. I feel so grateful to be here, and I also appreciate you if you've watched this far. I know that this vlog has been a very long one. I don't even know how long. It's definitely an hour at least. So thank you so much for being with me throughout this day. Hopefully the next vlogs won't be quite as long, but who knows. I do like to ramble on, and also I try my best to make the most of my day as well. So today I got to the park at around, I think it was 11:30 a.m. and then I left at close to midnight. So 12 hours in the parks, and I feel like I managed to do quite a lot. I did quite a lot of rides. I did Tron, which was a very big one. I didn't expect to be doing that today. Hopefully this means I can do it again the next time I'm in Magic Kingdom. That would be amazing. We met some characters, Tiana, Rapunzel. I ate not a lot, but I did eat. I really want to try and eat more snacks and just try more things, but I just felt like I didn't really prioritize that today. And the thing is, when it's really hot, which the majority of today was hot, I don't really feel like eating. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just want water and cold things. So that's the problem. I do have more sit-down restaurants coming up for the rest of the trip, so hopefully that will kind of give me more structure to my days, and I'm looking forward to revisiting some of my favorite restaurants and also eating at some for the first time. I do have dining credits to use, so that's why I've booked quite a few, because I've got about, I want to say, close to $900 worth of dining credit because of the fact that I'm staying in a deluxe resort. So that was the offer when I booked my package about 2.5 years ago, because like I said, it's just been this holiday that I'm on right now. It's been a long time coming, but I appreciate you guys. Please leave a comment down below about anything from this vlog. I am really tired, so any likes or comments, or so sorry about this, just anything would make me happy, because I feel like this vlog is going to take me 55 days to edit, and I don't have 55 days, so I'm going to have to try and do it hopefully in less time than 55 days. But I love making these videos, so thank you so much, and make sure you subscribe, because I'm not going to have a schedule as to when I upload the rest of these vlogs. They will just come as and when I finish them, so you need to be subscribed and put the notification bell on so you are notified when I put the next one up. Tomorrow we're heading to Epcot, so it should be a great fun. Flower and Garden Festival, the last time I experienced that festival was in April of 2019, so it has been 4 years since I was at Epcot for the Flower and Garden Festival, so I'm excited. Hopefully I'll get to try some snacks, enjoy the topiaries. Should be good fun. But for now, I am gonna enjoy one of these sweet treats. I don't know quite which one yet. Also, loads of plastic bags. I actually had a little conversation with the cast member at the confectionery, Main Street Confectionery. Everyone's been so lovely, by the way, all the cast members. But yeah, I asked if I could have a bag, because again, I just didn't have anything to carry this with me. And she made a joke at first. She was like, no, you may not. And then I was like, oh, it's fine. And then she was like, no, of course you can. And then I told her, well, in Disneyland Paris, you have to actually pay extra for bags, and they're very strict about plastic bags and stuff. And she said, yeah, I know, like she found it really interesting how different it is over there. So I'm just making these observations and letting you guys know, because especially if you're used to Disneyland Paris, and especially if you're used to just things that are more environmentally friendly, you might have a bit of a shock coming to Walt Disney World. But that is the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to figure out which bed I want to sleep on tonight. Last night I slept on that one. Should I sleep on this one tonight? Who knows? You'll have to watch the next vlog to find out. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.